Hello?
Salam.
Salam, Dr. Roy. How are you, my friend? So what do you think? What do you think about our topic?
And how are you, my friend?
I'm all right.
Yes, I wanted because I have a problem to me. Hear me?
I hear you, but the voice is cutting. I don't know. Okay. Hey, are you there? I hope Dr. Rohi is not using the internet of the neighbors as the rest. Maybe he is using the internet of the mosque. Call me back, Dr. Rohi. I'm waiting for you. This is a very hot topic, by the way. Very hot. And the Muslims would love to talk about it. Are you there, Dr. Rohi? What happened? Dr. Rohi is gone. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know if he's coming back or not, but maybe not. All of you, by the way, if you want to have sexual intercourse with your wife, you have to say this prayer. Otherwise, Shaitan will do boom boom with you to your wife. Mean threesome, you and the Satan and your wife. What the heck? So now there is like hundreds of millions. My dad, he did not say that too. Unbelievable. Me. Oh boy. I don't want to imagine that. What happened? Oof, 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 oof. Must be true story. That is Islam, my friend. That is Islam. Nothing but silly. It's just a silly cult. Actually, yeah, Muslims, they believe, like as an example, the man should not sleep in his stomach because Shaitan, he might do, you know, mm, 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 mm. What happened to Sheikh Ruhi? Yeah, and the other guy, he says the truth is. Do you see that? You see when they say the truth? When a Muslim he say the truth is, that's mean things is messed up. The truth. This is the truth, brother. Brother, this is the truth. The truth is that it is possible for a human being and jinn to have sexual intercourse. And At-Talabi mentioned in his tafsir that the meaning of and be o Iblis, partner of their a human being, worth and children, chapter 17, verse number 64. Al-Hakim al-Turmudi, etc., he says in etc. reference, and Ibn Jarir and Al-Tabari, etc., he said, when a man has intercourse with his wife and does not name Allah, the jinn around himself, around his beep, and he has intercourse along with him. Do you see it? Do you see it? By the way, this is the truth. This is the truth. I don't know if it's polite to ask women how it feels when you have sex with your husband and you are not a Muslim. Do you feel anything? Do you feel there is a third person? Unbelievable. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is so cute. Very cute. This is very cute. Very cute, Trilizan. I mean, who can deny this? This is the truth. You see, look, you guys, why you are not believing? Look, it says here, the truth is, this is the truth. This is not just like a, no, this is the truth. It's a fact. It's like, they remind me of the Big Bang of the atheist. This is the Big Bang of Islam. Big Bang. Oh boy. Oh, Dr. Ruhi is back. Hold on. He's calling. Yes, doctor.
Assalamu alaikum. Sorry for problem in
it's
connection.
All right. No problem. No problem.
Thank you, my friend.
No problem. So, Dr. Ruhi, we were talking about, I don't know if you heard me, that the Muslims believe, and you are a Muslim, that if you don't say the prayer before you have intercourse with your wife, Shaitan will round himself around the Muslim penis and he will be doing the wife. What do you think about that belief?
It is a metaphor, my friend.
Metaphor? No. How this is metaphor? I mean, Shaitan here around your penis, and this is metaphor. Explain to us this metaphor. Yes.
No, where the hadith that said that, please?
Now you don't know where is the hadith. Are you serious, Dr. Ruhi? Are you serious?
Please show me the hadith.
It's in front of you on the screen, and hold, there's a reference all in front of you.
No, now I am not in YouTube. I don't see the.
Okay, hold on. All right, hold on. Let me show you the reference. I will give you a link. So you can read. And I will give it to you in Arabic. All right. All right. This is فتح الباري بشرح صحيح البخاري, volume number 9. And I will read for you in Arabic, page number 137.
Okay, read it, please.
All right. Let us see. Here we go. It says كما جاء عن مجاهد أن الذي يجامع ولا يسمي يلتف الشيطان على إحليله فيجامع معه. The mic is yours. Translation from Mujahid, he said that the one who do have sex with his wife and he don't say that a prayer, the shaitan, the Satan, will round himself around his penis and he do his wife with him.
It is from Mujahid.
From who?
Not from the. It is from Mujahid. This saying from Mujahid, not.
So are you saying Mujahid is stupid? Are you saying Mujahid is stupid?
No. This is his view.
Okay.
This is his opinion.
Well, isn't it the Quran says that he take partner with you, and your prophet he says you have to say prayer before you have sex with your wife?
Yes, they say prayer because you want your children to be righteous and you help your God in this children, not to the shaitan with you and make intercourse.
So if you say a prayer and you have, well, you have to say the prayer before the sex. If this is not about shaitan having sex, as Mujahid said.
Muslims say prayer on every the work he do in eating.
No, this is not true. This is not true.
The car.
No. Hold on. Your prophet said that this is a certain prayer you have to say before intercourse, not just a prayer. You have to repeat exactly certain words, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so this is only for sexual intercourse. You have to say Allahumma jannibna, قال بسم الله اللهم جنبنا الشيطان وجنب الشيطان ما رزقتنا. All right. فلم يقدر بينهما ولد في ذلك لم يضر الشيطان. So your prophet saying clearly, because if you didn't make this prayer, obviously shaitan will not be the father of this child, because the Quran said that Allah, he said that shaitan, he take partner with you with your children's, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me read the hadith. If the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if anyone intend to have sexual intercourses with his wife, he should say Bismillah, Allahumma jannibna shaitan wa jannibu shaitan ma razaqtana. In the name of Allah, oh Allah, keep us away from Satan and keep Satan away from what you have bestowed upon us. And Allah has ordained a child from them.
Okay,
Satan will
I will
never
go with you.
harm him.
Okay, what harm shaitan would do? What harm shaitan would do to your child based on this?
As harm Satan.
Like what? Like what?
Jesus, when he born, do you read in the Quran? وَإِنِّي أُعِيذُهُ وَذُرِّيَّتَهُ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ.
So how come this prayer does not work with any one of you? It works only with Jesus.
From Jesus, from all human beings.
Okay, Dr. Rohi, Dr. Rohi, okay. When shaitan, he cannot harm you, what does that mean? Shaitan will make you a sinner, or what? What shaitan cannot harm mean? He will make you commit sin?
Maybe make you sinner.
Okay.
Do you
are you sinner?
About,
did you commit sin? Dr. Rohi, since you are born until now, did you commit sin or no?
Yes.
Okay, so the prayer of your father did not do anything. What the point? Did your father, he said, you said your father, he prayed for you before he have intercourse, and you commit sin. So this is not about committing sin, obviously, because here we go, you are committing sin.
The prayer for commit sin during the intercourse with wife.
How you commit sin during the intercourse? What do you mean committing sin? What do you mean a prayer committing sin during the intercourse? What sin you are committing when you do intercourse? Choose your wife.
Yes.
Okay.
I read in the newspaper recently there two husbands they threw himself from the window during the intercourse.
Maybe his wife, she is so big and beautiful, yes, she threw him out.
Maybe
maybe she turned the fan on and he's very, very skinny. I mean, what does this have to do with my topic, my friend? This is about sin, not about somebody throwing himself from the window. So I'm asking you now, you said that you commit sin, and I commit sin, to everybody commit sin. We are saying now, if this is a prayer, you will forbid shaitan from making you commit sin. That means this prayer is not working, it's useless. But this is not what your prophet is saying. This is why Mujahid said that this is because if you don't say this prayer, shaitan, he will round himself around your private part. And by the way, not only Mujahid, he says that there's tons of scholars. You see here in this website, they have tons of reference of scholars saying that.
Mujahid, not a prophet. We take
my friend,
our knowledge from the Quran and from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Not we took our knowledge.
The Quran says, but the Quran says that Allah, the shaitan, he share with you your children's, right? Chapter 17, verse number 64.
Not this meaning.
What do you mean? That's its meaning.
The meaning.
What do you mean?
This meaning share with your children that Satan, if you say to your children, to your son, go, don't do evil, don't make these things, he not listen to you, but listen to Satan, that he said to him, not obey your father, do this, walk with your evil friend, etc. Not share with, that is share, that he listen to.
Okay, this is the interpretation
Satan.
of who? That is the interpretation of your. This is the interpretation of your prophet. Okay, hold on, Dr. Rohi. Is that the interpretation of your prophet?
No.
Okay,
no,
you see, guys, look at this. Dr. Rohi a second ago, he says to us, it's not the one who says that, it's the prophet, it's Mujahid, he said. And now he is accepting interpretation of someone is not the prophet. And here we see the hypocrisy. If you don't accept anyone except the prophet, then you should not accept any interpretation except the prophet interpretation. But this is what you do. You don't like what Mujahid said because it's very embarrassing. So you say, oh, I accept only the prophet saying that. And when I ask you, okay, what does this mean? You give me interpretation is not said by the prophet. So what you do, you know, we play the game hide and seek. You tell me interpretation, I tell you interpretation, and you tell me interpretation which not would make Islam not look stupid, and that is showing me that you are not being honest with me, Dr. Rohi. Sorry to say that. Why you are giving me interpretation is not by the prophet. You just told me we go by what the prophet said.
Yes, where the prophet saying, please?
No, you are. I asked you about this verse. I said, is that what the prophet said? You said no. You said this is not the interpretation of the prophet. So give me the interpretation of the prophet about this verse. Otherwise, why you are giving me interpretation of someone is not the prophet? If you go by people who they are not the prophet, then you have to go by Mujahid too, because Mujahid is one of the biggest names in Islam. Correct or no? He's not like Ibn Kathir. He's a lot higher. He's not Al-Qurtubi. He's not At-Tabari. He's a lot higher. So you cannot say I'm going to ignore Mujahid. Mujahid, he learned from who? He learned from your prophet. Are you accusing Mujahid to be a fabricator? Are you willing to say that this guy Mujahid is a liar?
No.
Okay, as long as he's not a liar, this is not his opinion, because Muslims, they don't supposedly the companion of the prophet, they don't fabricate things supposedly. They are the good ones, and they are saying what they heard from the prophet. So either you say this guy is a crazy saying stupid things, I don't agree with him, or you say that this guy is decent and he is a companion and he is saying the truth, because there's no middle way. You have no right to fabricate meaning. Your prophet did not say, or the Quran did not mean. So either he is speaking with knowledge or he's a liar. There's no middle way.
My friend, you must understand the verse. The verse, what the verse said. واستفزز من استطعت منهم بصوتك وأجلب عليهم بخيلك ورجلك وشاركهم في الأموال والأولاد وعدهم وما يعدهم الشيطان إلا غرورا. So how the Satan share people with her money. Now let me search the English for the translation for this ayah, please. Let me search for. I search the translation, please.
Look what I'm saying in front of me. It says here, وقولهم والأولاد اختلف أهل التأويل في صفة شركة بني آدم في أولادهم، فقال بعضهم يشاركهم إياهم فيهم بزناهم بأمهاتهم. Shaitan, he do adultery with their mothers. What do you say about the interpretation?
لحظة أنا أفتح الآن، أنا بشاركهم في الأموال والأولاد. ثواني أنا بس إنه كلني يا عزيزي.
No problem.
أشاركهم في الأموال. أشاركهم في الأموال والأولاد. My computer is heavy, please.
Your computer must be heavy. I mean, imagine you have the Quran there.
Yes. ثواني please.
No problem.
مثلا لدي أنا الآن تفسير ابن عاشور
How is Ibn Ashur doing?
وأقلب عليه.
How is Ibn Ashur?
نعم.
Who is Ibn Ashur?
The scholars of recent scholars.
Okay, but he is a recent scholar, no?
Yes.
So why you are taking Ibn Ashur, but you are not taking Mujahid, someone who lived in the time of the Prophet? Ibn Ashur, the guy who is not even an Arab, he is going to explain what the Prophet Muhammad said 1400 years ago, and Mujahid who lived with the Prophet, he did not know what he's talking about. That's what you are saying to me.
طب now I search in Ibn Kathir.
Okay, search Ibn Kathir. Ibn Kathir too is a late guy. He's not, you know, he came more than 600 years after Muhammad. Or 800 years actually.
What Ibn Kathir said. Ibn Kathir أشاركهم في الأموال and share them with the wealth and the children. Ibn Abbas and Mujahid said that means what he commands them to do of spending money in obedience to Allah, may he be exalted.
This is what Ibn Kathir is saying.
And yes, I copy to you in.
Okay, I copy to you too. Here we go. Ibn Kathir in front of me. I'll read for you Ibn Kathir. It says.
Copy to you.
No problem. I copy for you too. Here we go. It says. أو بالزنا بأمه أو بقتله أو وأده أو غير ذلك. So shaitan doing adultery with his mother. So how come you did not see that? This is Ibn Kathir, and I will give you the link. Here we go. This is Ibn Kathir. So Dr. Ruhi, he see only what he like to see. They have a very sharp eyes, Dr. Ruhi, but he see always things which he like.
Yes, yes, I open the link, please.
The one is asking, Dr. Ruhi have a PhD in Islam from Al-Azhar University. He's a sheikh and he's a doctor.
What this is Ibn Kathir. Okay.
Yeah, this is Ibn Kathir.
وقوله واستفزز من استطاع منهم بصوتك قيل هو الغناء قال مجاهد باللهو والغناء أي استخفهم بذلك. وقال ابن عباس في قوله واستفزز من استطعت منهم بصوتك قال كل داع دعا إلى معصية الله عز وجل. وقال قتادة واختاره ابن جرير. وقوله تعالى وأجلب عليهم بخيلك ورجلك يقول واحمل عليهم بجنودك خيالتهم ورجلتهم فإن الرجل جمع راجل كما أن الركب جمع راكب وصحب جمع صاحب ومعناه تسلط عليهم بكل ما تقدر عليه. وهذا أمر قدري كقوله تعالى ألم تر أن أرسلنا الشياطين على الكافرين تؤزهم أزا أي تزعجهم إلى المعاصي إزعاجا فتسوقهم إليها سوقا. وقال ابن عباس ومجاهد وأجلب عليهم بخيلك ورجلك قال كل راكب وماش في معصية الله. وقال قتادة إن له خيلا ورجالا من الجن والإنس وهم الذين يطيعونه إلى نهاية. So
you see it says, okay, why you stop? It says أو بالزنا بأمه. So if you do shaitan, he do adultery with his mother.
Well, I research for this.
It's in front of me. Here we go. غير الذي ارتضاه الله أو بالزنا بأمه أو بقتله أو وأده أو غير ذلك من الأمور etc.
Here is the front of me Ibn Kathir in our my library. وشاركهم في الأموال الأولاد معنى الشركة فيه بمعنى دون المعنى فكل ما عصى الله فيه أو به وأطيع فيه الشيطان أو به فهو مشاركة.
Okay, so let us make it simple. Okay, hold on. So if somebody, you are saying that anyone who disobey Allah is sharing his children with the shaitan. So what does prayer have to do with stopping that? I mean, so you are saying to me, if you say that the prayer that will stop anything from happening. So if a man is having sexual intercourse with a woman, she is not his wife. What this prayer would do? Nothing, right? Now we are talking about a man and his wife, and you are saying to me that doing anything against Allah this is how shaitan he shares. So what the point of this prayer where he says, say this before you should do the prayer, otherwise shaitan can harm your children. So what you said to me proved to me that Muhammad is not telling the truth, because you just said that by saying that prayer that will stop shaitan from sharing with you your children. But you just said to me, anything the Muslim he do disobey Allah is you are sharing your children with shaitan, and all people do that. All people commit sin. So this prayer is useless. So your prophet is fabricating a lie.
You must see what Ibn Kathir do.
See, you see, my friend. You see, I showed you. I'm going with you. What you told me. You just told me that. I'm going with you. I'm saying, okay, I will go with your logic. If this is the case, if you are saying that by committing sin, you are sharing your children with shaitan. Okay, wonderful. And then your prophet says, before you have sex, say this prayer so shaitan cannot harm you. That means shaitan should not be able to make sin with any of your children as Muslims, but they do sin, and you do sin yourself. And your father, he said that prayer before intercourse too. So that means the prayer of the prophet is a lie. It's not effective. It's not working. So he said to you something, say that, and that will stop shaitan. But shaitan, here we go, he is functioning and he is overcome the power of Allah. This is what you just said to me.
No.
What do you mean? No, this is what you said to me.
What?
Aren't you the one who said if you say this prayer to stop shaitan from sharing with you your children, correct? How? By they commit sin. Okay. So and you give me Ibn Kathir, and you said Ibn Kathir is saying, Ibn Kathir said that you share your children by committing sin. That's wonderful. But after saying this prayer, still Muslims committing sin. So that did not stop shaitan from sharing with you your children. That's mean the Prophet of Islam, he gave you a fabricated prayer, has no effect, and it's not working. It's like a fake medicine.
Sin commit another sin.
Sin commit another sin. That's wisdom. That's deep. What is that? What does that mean?
Not everyone who saying this prayer. I see echo in my voice.
No, because this is a deep echo, Dr. Rohi. You are saying to me that not everyone say this prayer, the prayer will work for him. But not a single person in this world, he did not commit sin. That means the prayer working with no one. Isn't it your prophet? He says, وَكُلَّ ابْنِ آدَمِ خَطَّاء. Every son of an Adam is a sinner. So obviously this prayer is useless.
Yes, we mean special sins. Special sins.
Special sins. Like what? What shaitan can do? Okay, hold on. So I will go with you. So now I'm going to have sex, and my wife in the bed waiting for me. By the way, wait, I'm talking to my wife. And now she is ready, and now I'm going to say this prayer. What this prayer will do exactly? Go ahead.
What's the prayer? Allahumma jannibna shaitan.
No. What the prayer will do? I know what the prayer is. What after I say it? What will happen? What sin is going to prevent?
It happened that your children, if their son from this night, he will be righteous man. He will be good man. Not commit sin at all.
That's wonderful. So you are saying to me that if you don't say this prayer, shaitan will be a bad person. if you say this prayer, your son will be a good person. But is that fair? I mean, so now you are saying to me that your God, he don't protect Muslims unless the Muslim they say a prayer before having sex, and the born baby who is just a poor baby, he don't do anything yet, just because his father forgot to say this prayer, he will be a bad person. Are you serious?
Okay. Are you don't hear that Paul said every children is a small Satan?
Every children is small shit. That's a good one, Dr. Roy.
Yes, Paul said that.
No, my friend. You see, you Muslims, you come with the stories, which is really amazing. Give us the verse so we can read to everybody, and then you will see that this is not what it says according to you.
Okay, I search now to this verse.
But anyway, there's they say Jesus said, if you don't become the same as those little ones, you don't deserve the kingdom of my Father. Which means if you don't become like a child, which means innocent, you cannot go to heaven. This is what the Bible teaches. And Paul, he totally agree with that.
So when I research the,
no problem. You can search as you wish. You can search at the same time. Talk to me about what we said. So you are saying that you Muslims believe that if you don't say this prayer, it's a must for the child to be satanic.
No.
So what is that? What is the justice in that?
The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam not mean that this child not commit sin at all, but not commit a big sins, كبيرة يعني كبيرة من الكبائر.
But you are saying that this prayer, okay, you are saying this prayer, if you don't say it, the sons will be a bad person. And let me tell you something will make you unhappy. That's mean your prophet himself is a bad person, because his father was not a Muslim and he did not say this prayer before intercourse. So according to you, Muhammad was a satanic man because he's born of a sexual intercourse without saying this prayer.
Yes. So in 1 minute, please. The first that I meant Paulus what said كل إنسان حديث الولادة شيطان صغير. يعني what he said in متى ثواني what he said كل إنسان منذ ولادته فاسد وسيء ولا يمكن أن يأتي منه شيء حسن فهي ضد الله.
What does have to do with the children? No, this is not about children. This is about that every one of us, we believe in the original sin. That is what your prophet said. وَكُلَّ ابْنَ آدَمٍ خَطَّاءٍ. So every human being, he is a sinner by his nature. But he is not saying the babies are sinners. That's why Jesus said that the kingdom of God is for the little one. Let them come to me. So don't give us interpretation for my Bible, my friend. You do not know your own first. So here we go back. I just told you that your prophet, he is a son of a man. He never said this prayer. And you are the one who said that Shaitan, if you don't say this prayer, Shaitan will share with you your children by the meaning that your child will be satanic. He will do bad sin. He will not be righteous. If you say the prayer, he will be righteous. If you don't say this prayer, he will not be righteous, which means you just say that your prophet is not a righteous man.
Our prophet is protected from Allah from before his birth, because he wants him to a prophet.
Guys, yes. A second ago he said that if you don't say this prayer, the child, he will be what? Not a righteous. Everybody heard you. Now we just remind him that he's a prophet himself. He is a son of a man, is not a Muslim, which means when he have intercourse, he did not say that. So look at the excuse. The excuse is Allah protect him. How do you know Allah protect him? Where in the Quran it says Allah, he protect the prophet? Isn't it the Quran says that Muhammad was a big time sinner?
Yes. what the Prophet said, what the Prophet said صلى الله عليه وسلم, قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كنت نبيا وآدم بين الماء والطين. They said, O Messenger of Allah, when was the prophethood established for you? He said, while Adam was between beings and body, not the Jesus.
So Muhammad, claimed that he is. So Muhammad, he claimed that he is eternal. He is God. Read with me this verse, chapter 48, verse number 2. It says that may Allah forgive thee for the sin which in the past and the sin to come. So he will become prophet or not, Allah did not protect him, as you see. Muhammad, he is big time sinner. He commits sin in the past. He is committing sin in the future, even after he became a prophet. So you said to me, and everybody heard you, that the one, if you say this prayer, that will make you a righteous son. A righteous son is the one who don't do sin. Your prophet is not a righteous son. As you see, he commits sin, big deal, and the Quran confirmed that.
You must return to the interpreters to understand this آية ليغفر لك ما تقدم من ذنبك وما تأخر. المقصود بعض الذنوب الصغيرة كإعراضه في عبس وتولى. When جاءه the blind man.
Okay, what about not being a believer in Allah for 40 years? Is that a sin or not?
Not he not commit a sin when before he became a prophet.
He did not commit a sin. He did not. You did not commit a sin.
Yes. True.
Okay. What about a person who fabricate law which is not from God? Is that a big sin or no?
So,
if somebody fabricate a law which is not from God, is that a sin or not?
Fabricate Allah? I don't understand. Please explain.
What about the chapter of At-Tahrim, where Muhammad, he fabricated Allah, and Allah said to him, why you are forbidden what is not forbidden by Allah? Is that a sin or not?
No, not this verse about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he said, I won't eat the honey. I won't eat the honey.
It's about honey. Well, the interpretation saying this is about him having sex in the bed of his wife, and they got him busted. He was having sex with the maid of his wife in the bed of his wife, correct? And I can show you the reference. What are you talking about, Dr.
No,
Wahi? Remember, you are talking to Christian Prince, not an American guy who know nothing.
Okay, also I have a reference.
Okay, so what about my reference? What I would do with the reference? Is it you Muslims who says that his wife, she found him in the bed with his maid?
It is false hadith. It is false hadith.
It's false hadith. False hadith. Who said so? Who said so? Ibn Ashur?
We look at the interpretation for Ibn Kathir. What this about this verse?
Okay,
what about
all right, okay, what about other interpretation? What they say?
Azar, father of Abraham.
What other interpretation they say about this story?
It is not true.
Who is saying
interpretation?
That? Who is saying that? You said Ibn Kathir, right? Anyone else?
Yes.
Why is that? I mean, this is weird.
Why you took?
Okay, why? I'm asking you the same question. Why you took this interpretation only? Okay, so why are you saying to me? Are you saying to me that you Muslims, you fabricate interpretation, and there's only Ibn Kathir now is a good interpreter? The rest are liars. Why the other scholar they say this is about him having sex with the women? Her name is Mary and she is his slave, and he was got busted by his wife, and he promised her he will not do that again. Why they are saying that? Do you think they are trying to insult the Prophet? Those Muslim scholars?
But why you not take another story that the Prophet
Okay,
Muhammad
I'm asking you
sallallahu
why
alayhi
you
wasallam
take that
said
story
حرمت
too.
العسل على نفسي فوالله
Okay.
لا أكله أبدا.
All right.
فهذا
Show me the hadith where it says that the Prophet says, I forbidden myself from eating honey. Do you have the hadith?
Okay, I search now.
Okay, search.
I search. Oh, now difficult to search.
You will not find this.
Where the hadith?
No, it's not difficult. It's not difficult. I will give you a few years to find it. Can you find the hadith that he forbidden himself from eating honey? You said it's a hadith. Remember? You said it's a hadith.
This is in Ibn Kathir. Ibn Kathir.
So it's not a hadith. So it's not a hadith, Dr. Rohi. Don't. So why you are saying it's a hadith if it's not a hadith? Is it a hadith or not?
So where the hadith that said he?
Here we go. See. So why you said to me it is a hadith? A second ago, Dr. Rohi, you said to me it's a hadith. I said, okay, can you find it for me? Because I never, I'm spending all my life reading the yellow pages of Islam, and I could not find this hadith. I want to learn from you something new. Can you show me the hadith? You said no. Now a second ago you said it's hadith, so now you're saying it's in Ibn Kathir. Well, Ibn Kathir himself, he said many things. Ibn Kathir is quoting stories. Ibn Kathir is not saying that. Ibn Kathir is saying that some they say this is because
my friend.
Why you said it's a hadith? It's not.
My friend, we take the نص الآية, the words of the verse. The first said, يا أيها النبي لما تحرم ما أحل الله لك تبتغي مرضات أزواجك والله غفور رحيم. الآية not said that he commit sins or not said anything.
Well, is forbidden something from you which is not forbidden by Allah. Isn't it a big sin? Because remember, Muhammad is a prophet, and the Muslim, they will follow him blindly. So he just fabricated a lie. Because when you forbid something, the Muslim, they will follow your step. Aren't you a Muslim Sunni? What Sunni mean? Sunni mean that Muhammad, he says something, you do what he say. Muhammad, he says something, you do what he do. So when Muhammad, he forbid himself from eating something, if it's about food as you claim, which is not, that means he is committing big sin because he's fabricating a law. This is a big sin. He's deceiving people. He's misleading them. You as a Muslim, now if Allah did not send that verse, now you will say, okay, the Prophet, he forbid himself from eating honey as you claim, then I will not eat honey. But as you see, Allah saying to him, why you are forbidding yourself from eating honey? By the way, can you show me where it says in the Quran that why you are forbidding yourself from eating honey? Where you get the story from?
What the first said? What the first said? Prophet. What? Why do you forbid yourself that which Allah has made lawful for you? You seek to please your wives, and Allah is forgiving, merciful.
Okay.
This is what's the verse said. So why you carry the verse more than its words? Now, if you want. Now you said you once said this fabrication translation. Okay, I want to read to you to non-Muslim translation for this ayah, such as Arthur, John, Albury, all Edward Henry.
Who are they? What those will do to me? Okay. You see, I don't do what you do. You see, first of all, those are not non-Muslim. Those are Muslims.
They are Christian.
No, they are not Christians. They are not Christians. Secondly, I will go right now in front of everybody. I will go. Okay, first of all, this is a translation for the Quran, and the Quran anyway doesn't say for what reason. So whatever translation you read, it's a false because simply they are not giving the reason. Because there is no reason there. The Quran doesn't say why. What you forbid. It says Why you forbid? Now, if we go to tafsir, and I will show it now, not from the Christians as you claim, I will show it to you from English Islamic website, and this is not, you know, not neither by Christians, neither by Jews. This is by Muslims and Muslims only. Let us open the Quran here, and everybody will see in a second. I will show it in the screen. All right. Now we open the screen for people to see. Okay. Let us see. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain. It says, O Prophet, why you forbid what God has made lawful for you in the terms of your Coptic handmaid, Maria, when he lay with her in the house of Hafsa, who had been away, but upon returning and finding out become upset. So your Prophet was cheating on his wife in her bed. And who is the one who's saying that? This is Tafsir al-Jalalain. What do you say to al-Jalalain?
It is wrong tafsir. I take
Al-Jalalain
Ibn
is
Kathir
wrong
tafsir.
tafsir.
I read. Look, I want to read to you what Ibn Kathir said. Al-Bukhari recorded, Ibn Kathir said, Al-Bukhari recorded that Ubaydah ibn Umar said that he heard Aisha claiming that Allah's messengers used to stay for a period in house of Zainab bint Jahsh and drink honey in her house. She said, Hafsa and I decided that when the Prophet entered upon either of us, we would say, I smell maghafir on you. Have you eaten maghafir? When he entered upon one of us, she said that to him. He replied to her, O Prophet, why do you no, but I drank honey in the house of Zainab bint Jahsh, and I will never drink it again. Then the following was revealed. O Prophet, why do you forbid that which Allah has allowed to you up to?
All right, Dr. Rohi. I am not,
this is
you know, that I am not, I don't like to be rude with you, right? You know that. I like to respect you. But sadly, you said you like Ibn Kathir, and Ibn Kathir, he mentioned the story of Mary the Copt. Let me show you in the screen, and everybody will start laughing in a second, because we are talking to someone, he's a sheikh, and you are a person who have a PhD, and you are a sheikh from Al-Azhar University. This is Tafsir Ibn Kathir in the screen. It says, وروي عن ابن جرير عن زيد بن أسلم أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أصاب إبراهيم في بيت بعض نسائه فقالت أي رسول الله في بيتي وعلى فراشي فجعلها عليه حراما. And this is Ibn Kathir. So why you are saying I take only Ibn Kathir, but you are not reading Ibn Kathir?
I read from Ibn Kathir now in English. I read from Ibn Kathir.
My friend, your Ibn Kathir English is a lie, and you know that. You have a PhD in Islam. You learn Islam now in English, or you learn it from Arabic. Ibn Kathir. You see, you are a person who speaks Arabic. You have a PhD. You study Islam in Arabic, and you read Ibn Kathir in Arabic. And now the excuse is, your excuse, oh, I did not hide it. I was reading Ibn Kathir in English. So you just prove to me that Muslims, they lie when they translate Ibn Kathir. They cut the story off and they delete the story just to fabricate a story. But Ibn Kathir, the real Ibn Kathir, is saying, yes, Muhammad, he have sex with Mary the Copt, and this is the reason. And you are the one who said to me, why you don't take Ibn Kathir?
Yes, you want Ibn Kathir
so now
in
this
Arabic.
And this is now Ibn Kathir. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is Ibn Kathir in Arabic in front of you. Okay, I'll give you the link. Here we go. This is Ibn Kathir in Arabic.
Yes.
Here we go.
I said in Ibn Kathir in Arabic يقول عن عائشة قالت كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يشرب عسلا عند زينب بنت جحش.
My friend, read it. No, that's not, read it. No, read it. It's in front of you. I gave you the link. Read it. It says اختلف في سبب نزول صدور السورة. This is Ibn Kathir. Let me, you know what? I'm going to translate in front of everybody in English. This is the page. This is your Muslim page, not mine. Translate to English by Google, and people will see what it says. Here we go.
Yes,
this is Google translation. Here we go. It says, The verse was narrated by Nasai. It said, and I say that the messenger of Allah, the prophet, okay, said, oh prophet, don't you deny that Allah permitted you? So the prophet, this is the good translation, is not really good. And then he said, I'm sure the messenger of Allah, etc. He hit Ibrahim mother, he hit her, he did F with her in the house of some of his wives, and she said, hey, oh messenger of Allah, in my house, in my bed. Even this is the Google stupid translation is showing. So Dr. Ruhi, you are not being honest. This is what Ibn Kathir is saying.
Yes, I read from the link that you sent to me now.
Does it say that?
Link,
do you say that? Does it say that, or I'm lying?
Yes, I read from the link you sent me.
So how come you are a person? This is not an excuse. This is not an excuse, Dr. Ruhi. You are a sheikh, and you learn and you read Ibn Kathir many times. Are you saying to me this is the first time you read this interpretation of Ibn Kathir for this verse?
This is from hadith. This tafsir, this interpretation for this verse, support by Bukhari. Listen,
Doctor. You are the one who said to me, I accept Ibn Kathir, and you ask me why you don't accept Ibn Kathir. You are the one who said that to me. Well, this is Ibn Kathir. Yes. Anyway, Dr. Ruhi, I got to go soon. You know, it's getting late for me. It's already 3 a.m. in the morning. It's 2:45 in the morning. Thank you, Dr. Ruhi. And try next time to be more honest, my friend. I mean, I respect you really. You're a person. I'm sure you are not you are an old man, and I really like to respect you. But it's not right. It's very embarrassing that you are a sheikh and you are supposedly a scholar who have a PhD in Islam from the highest university in the world, and yet you fabricate answers, and you know the answer, because there is no way I will believe you.
No, I don't. No, my friend.
So are you saying to me you never read Ibn Kathir before? Are you saying to me, okay, forget what you read from. I'm asking you, are you saying to me you never saw Ibn Kathir before in Arabic?
I see it is
okay.
It is
you never read this verse. You never read interpretation of Ibn Kathir in Arabic for this verse before. You did. So how come you say to me Ibn Kathir did not say that, and you deny, and you made me fight for it, and you made me go, and I was wondering what this guy is talking about. I mean, he have a PhD, he's a doctor, he's an imam, he's a sheikh, and he must be trustworthy. And then we find that you are fabricating answer which is not in Ibn Kathir. Ibn Kathir did not. The first thing Ibn Kathir said, this is about Muhammad having sex with Mary and his wife. She said to him, in my house, in my bed, which means how dare you?
Why I choose this tafsir? Do you know why I choose this tafsir for this verse from Ibn Kathir?
My friend, Ibn Kathir interpretation in front of you. Why you did not read for us? There is no way that you do not know what Ibn Kathir said in Arabic. And if you do not
I know.
Okay, so then why you did not say to me Ibn Kathir says that yes, it's about him having sex with Mary. When I said to you it's about having sex with Mary in Jalalain, you said to me this is wrong. Everybody heard you. You said this is wrong interpretation. He did not. This is about honey.
Yes,
and you said to me, and why you don't accept Ibn Kathir? Okay, then we go to Ibn Kathir.
Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But Ibn Kathir support this saying by hadith of the Prophet.
No, Ibn Kathir, he quote opinion. And who is Ibn Kathir anyway? Is a guy came hundreds of years after Muhammad. He was not there. So this is the story coming from those who they are living in the time of Muhammad. Rawahu Ibn Jurayr, Rawahu, etc. Those are companion, those are tabi'een, not Ibn Kathir. He is not a tabi'i, he is not a companion. So look what you are doing. You said Ibn Kathir did not say what you said, and you try to hide the story totally, and Ibn Kathir in front of us in Arabic, and you do what you do usually with Muslim, with American, because they don't know Arabic, they do not know Islam, so we can give them any answer, and we are done with it. Thank you, Dr. Ruhi, for calling us, and I hope you will call me maybe tomorrow.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care.
Inshallah. Thank you, my friend. Hope you call you again, and take care.
Thank you. Take care.